everybody, welcome back. So today I'm going to do my September TBR list, or to be read list. My list is fairly long and they're all fairly thick books, kind of like last month. So let's just dig right in, not waste any time, and we'll get going. So the first book is my book club book for this month in my neighborhood, and this is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak, I want to say. I don't know. I checked this out from my local library. I know it's based in World War II. It has a lot to do with a little girl and stealing books. Outside of that, I don't really know much. I've kind of waited. I didn't want to spoil it for myself. So I haven't seen the movie. I haven't read a lot about the book other than I know I want to read it. Everybody talks about it. And it was chosen as our book club book this month. So I am super excited to finally get around to reading this. Next up is my Sunday book. I'm continuing with Eve and the Choice Made in Eden. I'm about halfway through. I like to study these pretty deeply, which is why I read them slow. So there is another book to this that's a companion that I'll be doing after this, but I'm only going to count this one on my to be read list for this month because I would like to finish it this month. I mean, halfway through, and that was only about a month ago. I only got this for my birthday a month ago, so yeah, in a month I read about half, so we'll do the same again in September, I think. All right. The next two on my list, sorry, I'm totally like in your face. The next two on my list are Fire and Bitter Blue. These are continuations of last month. I only got through Graceling. Reading last month was kind of a struggle for me. So these ones will be finished this month. So I'll do a full review on the whole series after I'm all finished. But that's kind of where I'm at with all of that. And then for those of you who don't know, I've actually started my own kind of more young adult sci-fi fantasy kind of geared book club. I'll link the Facebook page down below. I would love for you to join us. Even if you don't actively participate in the discussion or anything, I'd like you to know what we're reading so you can feel free to read them with us or whatever you'd like. So this month, our first month, we are doing Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I'm super excited. Everybody's talking about this book. I'm way late to the party on this book, but I mean, look at this cover. She looks like she's gonna kick my butt. And that is from the description where she's a trained assassin who gets arrested. And so she's working in the mines. And what happens is the king needs an assassin. And so there's this competition. And so the prince comes and seeks her out and says, I want you to be my champion. If you win, I'll give you your freedom, kind of a thing, after X amount of years serving for my father. So that's kind of the basic start to the story. It doesn't really give away the plot or the storyline, but I'm super duper excited to be getting around to reading this. Again, I picked this up at my local library. I do want to take a second and talk about libraries. My local library is very, very small. It gets no state funding right now. You have to be at a certain number of books before the state will give you funding. And so for those of you on BookTube or whatever who end up unhauling books, rather than going and getting $20 for, 20 books or more, why don't you take them to your local library if they're still in like new condition? Because local libraries really need the donations, especially of new and popular books. Because right now, mine has to be part of a co-op to be able to carry everything. And they have a decent digital library, but when it comes to in stock, they don't have a ton. I mean, there was one copy of Throne of Glass and one copy of The Book Thief. And these books have been around for a while. And that's all they had on their shelves. Like, they only had 2 or 3 in their entire stock, but they're all out right now. And so it's one of those things that if you have like new books, donate them to your local library. If you're in the area where I live, Saratoga Springs and Highland really need the books. Because right now neither of them get state funding. So if you have like new books, whether they're for tiny children or they're adult books, go ahead and donate them to your local library. Even if they don't end up shelving them because they're an older book, they can sell them at their, a lot of libraries will do library sales like every 6 months or something, and they can get the money to buy the books that they need or want in their collection with your donation. So that's my 2 cents. I just encourage you all to donate your like new books to the library and support your local library. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.